When we talk about ionic compounds, it's really important that we know what compound we're talking about. For example, if I wrote down the compound NaCl, we have to have a naming system that all scientists agree on that will allow us to know what we are talking about. And naming ionic compounds is actually very, very straightforward. And right now we are going to talk about the rules for naming ionic compounds that contain group 1 or group 2 metal ions. Later we're going to talk about how you name ionic compounds that contain transition metals, but right now we will focus on group 1 and 2 metal ions. Group 1 and 2 is important because we know what the charges are on the group 1 metals and the group 2. We know all group 1 metals get a +1 charge and all group 2 metals get a +2 charge. There are two steps that we use to name an ionic compound. First, we write the name of the metal. We write the name of the metal. So if we look at the compound above, Na is the symbol for sodium. So I'll write sodium. The second step is we write the name of the nonmetal remove the ending and add the suffix IDE, ide. How does this work? Well, in this compound we have chlorine, so we're going to get rid of the ene, and we're going to change that to chloride. So we drop the ending ene, add the ending chloride. So our compound name will be sodium chloride. Well, now what happens if you have a more complicated compound? Maybe you have the compound K2P. What would this name be? The nice thing with ionic compounds is we actually don't care about the numbers down here. The subscripts don't matter. So again, we just follow the rules. K is potassium. That's our metal ion. And the P is phosphorus. So we take the ending us away from phosphorus, and it becomes phosphide. So the name of this compound is potassium phosphide. And just to get you a little bit familiar with some of these names, because some of them are a little bit strange, I'll go through a few. So carbon would be carbide, nitrogen, nitride, oxygen, oxide, fluoride, chloride, bromide, iodide, phosphide, sulfide, selenide. And that's actually most of them right there. So you take the ending of your word, get rid of it, add "ide" to the end, and all the metal names are actually going to stay the same. So there's no modification to the metal in your compound.